And it was a bombshell week in Washington with the firing of FBI Director James Comey.
Occidental College professor Caroline Heldman joins us now to try and sort it all out. Good morning, Professor.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here.
My pleasure. And what a week it's been.
What a week.
Yeah. According to sources close to the president, he did not anticipate the backlash he's received over the firing of the FBI director. Why did this end up being such a big deal?
Well, I think he should have anticipated this. The short story is, on Tuesday he fires Comey, who's heading up the investigation into Russian ties with his campaign. He initially expects the American public to believe that he did this because he was concerned about Comey's mistreatment of Hillary Clinton during the election. Nobody buys that story, which is why, people are saying, well, maybe it's about Russia and chilling that investigation. And then he comes out and says, no, I was just kidding. It was actually something I planned to do all along because Comey's a grandstander. And so we've heard a number of different stories. The timing is terrible, regardless of his intention. The timing is terrible because he is heading up the investigation, or was, into these links between the Trump campaign and Russia. So a lot of folks are saying that this has something to do with the fact that Comey had asked for more resources, that he was ramping up the investigation, and in fact had asked for daily briefings instead of weekly briefings. So the optics of this are terrible, and we still haven't heard a clear explanation from the White House.
As to why, yeah. And we're hearing that it's not just Democrats who are up in arms over this firing, right?
That's right. Certainly, Trump still has a base of support. 1 in 5 Americans who voted for him are holding pretty firm, although we're seeing some cracks in that in terms of public opinion. But in terms of Congress, at least 13 Republicans have come out and expressed concern. Most are staying quiet on the matter, which is unusual. Of particular note is Richard Burr, who heads up the Senate Intelligence Committee. He's a Republican who's actually investigating Trump, a distinct investigation from the FBI, and that should raise some serious red flags that he is concerned about the timing of this.
But how do you think the controversy will affect the president's popularity?
It's already affecting him, likely. We'll see that in the polls early next week. He is starting in the basement. Mostly presidents start somewhere in the 50s and 60s, and then over time, as they make decisions, they bother people, and so their approval ratings kind of naturally go down over their 4 years. Donald Trump right now, according to the newest Quinnipiac poll, is at 35%. This is an historic low for this early in the presidency, and I anticipate that it will go even lower when the polls come out next week, because they will have been taken this week after the Comey decision.
Oh.
So with Comey out of the game now, what's next for the Russia investigation?
Well, it's still ongoing in the House and the Senate Intelligence Committees. The FBI will continue its investigation. It's unclear what these kind of new threats to Comey via Twitter mean in terms of kind of chilling the investigation or sending a message. This is what will happen if you do this investigation seriously, and that's why people are concerned about this. But there's a possibility of 3 different things. One is a special prosecutor, which would be truly independent and require that Congress create that person. The second is a special counsel who has more authority than the attorneys but would still report to the FBI. And the third would be now a distinct commission in addition to the other House and Senate committees that are currently looking at this. They wouldn't have the authority to do much except generate a report. All 3 of those options are on the table. So it's just a question of what the Republicans will do in response to public outcry over this poorly timed firing of Comey.
Very interesting.
Yes.
Quite a week.
Thanks so much for being with us, Professor. We certainly appreciate it.
Thank you.